and welcome to the Intel Brief, your daily intelligence briefing on global geopolitics. Today is Monday, 2 September. I'm your host Daniel, the founder of HM Intelligence, and every weekday we bring you not just the news, but the so what from the events and decisions that shape our world. So grab a coffee and get ready to be informed. In today's update, we'll be covering Putin arrives in Mongolia, who is a member of the ICC. German businesses worry about the far-right gains in East Germany. And the spy whale, Hvaldimir, found dead off Norway coast. So firstly, Russian President Vladimir Putin has arrived in Mongolia today for a state visit, despite Ukraine's calls for him to be arrested based on the International Criminal Court warrant for arrest. The ICC has issued a warrant for his arrest in 2023, accusing Putin of being responsible for the illegal deportation of Ukrainian children since their invasion into Ukraine. This visit marks the first trip to a country that is a member of the ICC since the warrant has been issued. Upon arrival in Ulaanbaatar, Putin is scheduled to meet with Mongolian president for discussions. Mongolia's strategic importance lies in its position as a planned route for a gas pipeline connecting Russia and China, indicating economic and geopolitical considerations behind Putin's visit. The ICC arrest warrant, however, underscores the international legal and diplomatic challenges surrounding Putin. The court has stated that it has reasonable grounds to believe that Putin is responsible for war crimes of the unlawful deportation of Ukrainian children from territories occupied by Russian forces. So what? I would say it is highly unlikely that Mongolia will attempt to arrest Putin. It is likely that there has been significant guarantees put in place prior to his visit, and that Putin will travel with a significant security presence to ensure his safety. Sadly, this is another blow to the ICC, who have lost significant credibility globally since they issued arrest warrants for several international leaders who dismissed the warrants as baseless and have had no effect so far. And next, the recent regional elections in Germany's Thuringia and Saxony have seen far-right Alternative for Germany Party, or AfD, emerge as the strongest forces in the area. This has raised concerns about a significant political shift to the right in parts of former East Germany, despite the AfD's demands for a role in the regional governments and the centre-right coalition between the CDU. The CDU has rejected any collaboration with them, maintaining a strict separation from the far-right party. Economic concerns have also been voiced by representatives and economists, fearing that the rise of the AfD could deter investment and exacerbate the existing shortage of skilled labour in East Germany. Business leaders have argued that the political stability is crucial for economic prosperity within Germany, and the AfD's policies, which include trade protectionism and reduced immigration, might lead to companies and qualified workers leaving these regions. So what? It seems highly unlikely that any other parties in Germany are willing to work with the AfD, meaning they are unlikely to control any part of the state and federal government. However, this does put more mainstream parties in a tricky situation where they are required to work with parties they wouldn't traditionally align with, some of which hold strong views on Germany's support for Ukraine and Israel. Additionally, this move has seen a strong shift in mainstream politics around subjects such as immigration, likely to appease swing voters who are being tempted by these far-right leaning parties. And lastly, a beluga whale named Hvaldimir, once suspected of being trained by Russia for spying, was found dead off the southern Norway coast, as reported by non-profit organisation Marine Mind. The whale, which was discovered floating by a father and son out fishing, showed no visible external injuries, and the cause of death remains unclear. The whale, which is estimated to be 14 or 15 years old, which is relatively young for a beluga whale, which can live up to 60. Hvaldimir first gained attention in 2019 when he was spotted wearing a camera harness stamped with "Equipment of St. Petersburg" off the coast of northern Norway, near Russian waters. Norwegian intelligence at the time believed the whale was trained and accustomed to human interaction. The whale, named Hvaldimir, is a combination of the Norwegian word for whale and the name of Russian President Vladimir Putin. The organization Marine Mind has suggested that the whale had been held in captivity in Russia, and local media speculated he could have served as a therapy animal, though Russia has never addressed any of these claims. So what? This has been quite a cool tale since 2019, and while it is unclear if the whale was ever used for espionage, it does highlight some of the creative tactics intelligence services have used over the years to gather information. Other examples of similar situations include the use of pigeons fitted with cameras, cats fitted with listening devices, and dolphins who have been used in a variety of tasks, including in defense capacities to attack any divers. Though it is unlikely Russia will ever confirm whether they used the whale for diving, history shows that is definitely a possibility. Thank you for listening to the Intel Brief, your daily intelligence briefing on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. If you want to support the podcast, tell your friends to help them stay informed, and leave us a 5-star review. Or if you want to learn more about intelligence, why not take one of our courses? They're all online, self-paced, and affordable. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.